2.
We're going?
We're going.
It's in?
We're in.
All right. I think Sherry Clodman is here. Hey, Sherry. Thanks. We have a winner. That's your comment. See, I've got the comments going here. Just giving everybody a second to arrive before we zip into the action, because this 30-second Thursday is really going to go fast. You're going to...
The shot.
Thank you. This episode is, of course, directed not by Team Capshaw, but by Willa Bradshaw. Thanks for trying to share the credit, but it's not due. Ooh, I love your little garland here.
Hey, how are you going to go if you're going Caesar?
Hey, hail Caesar. I love a Caesar salad. I don't know too many people who don't love a Caesar salad. This is a riff on Wilf Kaplan's world-famous Caesar salad. It's starting. There we go.
Here we go.
Hey, Monica. Monica's in the house. Monica Johnson is here. Welcome, Monica. So this is going to be super fast and easy. Willa's going to put up the ingredients as we go along.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with our 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. Now, this is a cheater mayonnaise. You're going to notice that mine is a little bit on the yellowish side. Why? Because I've actually thrown in the mustard aioli that we made a few weeks ago, because it's going to make a wonderful base for this dressing. So 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, followed by
1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese.
1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, fresh grated Parmesan cheese. You're going to want some more to garnish the salad with. So go right ahead and put in your 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, freshly grated. Do me a favor, buy a whole block of Parmesan cheese. Don't buy that pre-grated stuff in the green plastic jar that it's sort of like a form of sawdust. Do me a favor, really. You know why? Because you're worth it. You are. It tastes better. It feels better. And this is real Parmesan cheese, one of life's great joys. Parmigiano Reggiano. Thanks. Monica's wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, Monica. It's actually June 17th, so keep your powder dry, and we'll celebrate then. After the Parmesan cheese,
2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt.
So 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt is right here. We use a full fat, either 2, 5, or 7%, whatever we can find in the store. Fat is flavor. Don't be afraid of the fat, folks. You can, if you want to go whole hog on this, use sour cream instead of the yogurt. But this yogurt will give an added creaminess to the dressing. Next.
A teaspoon of lemon juice.
Lemon juice is here. I've freshly squeezed it. You can notice that by the fact there is a squeezed lemon on the cutting board. That's my little visual cue. And that also means that there are some seeds in the bottom of it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes to chew on lemon seeds. So please do us all a favor and make sure they don't go in. Filter them out. You can use your hand, whatever you want. Lemon seeds stay in the glass.
A teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Teaspoon of Worcestershire. Now, Will and I had a debate whether or not this is actually a teaspoon. And this brings us back to the whole notion of recipes. I want you to consider this elements of food as opposed to a recipe. You make it the way you like to make it with your sense of taste. If you want more Worcestershire, do it. If you want less, do it. I think properly speaking, and again, I hate to correct people's pronunciation of things, but Worcestershire, typically you don't pronounce the "shire" at the end of it. So it's like Worcestershire sauce. Maybe, maybe not.
I don't know.
I should keep my fat mouth shut.
Every time Worcester sauce is how
I
remember saying it.
That's it. That's what I think is right.
Then I look at the word and I'm confused.
I know, it's confusing. The sauce itself is anchovy based. So if you are against eating fish, know that it's there. But that flavor gives you, and say it with me, umami.
Umami.
Yes, that's the 5th flavor element that our Japanese friends made quite famous. Seaweed contains natural umami, as well does MSG and ketchup. What is umami? It's that very hard to describe flavor that just makes you want to keep eating stuff. And Worcestershire sauce has lots of that, so I strongly encourage it. The other fun ingredient that we're going to add to this,
caper.
So I've chopped up some capers, and we're going to add that for a little bit of texture as well as that caper flavor. This is the point of the conversation, Willow, where you're supposed to say, what is a caper and where does it come from?
Oh, I'm sorry. What is a caper?
I was afraid you're going to ask me because I really don't know.
But aren't anchovies sometimes part of Caesar? Am I wrong?
No, you're exactly right. And that's why Worcestershire sauce is completely part of this. In a classic sort of tableside Caesar, you might see the person making it mortar and pestle up some fresh anchovies, and that's exactly what you're going to find in this sauce. So this is sort of like a cheater version of doing it that way. Also, when you make your Caesar at home, real bacon bits. Again, please don't buy the bacon bits in a jar. Fry up some bacon.
Unless you're vegan.
Nope. Okay, yes. If you're vegan or vegetarian, absolutely. If it's against your moral code or you don't like it, or if you like those better, then just say, shut up, Kaplansky. This is what I like. And that's totally legitimate.
Kaplansky's not mustard.
Kaplansky's mouth mustard. Who's that handsome gentleman on the mustard jar? Oh, wait, that's me. Now, we're not going to add a ton of this. We're
half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. That's probably more than half a teaspoon. We already had a little bit of this in the mustard aioli. I've probably added more than we wanted. A variation, adding a spicy mustard, adding the Apple Dijon, give it a little apple kick to it, a little crispness. Again, this is elements of food. This is not a recipe that you need to stick to. I want you to make this your own. And we could also, if we wanted to, this is Ian Riddick's wonderful hot sauce from the fantastic Heartwood Kitchen Outfitters in Ucluelet, British Columbia. We could add a dash of that to give it a little bit of spice. But knowing my audience, and that is Willa, doesn't enjoy spice as much as I do, I'm going to leave it out. And if I want to put it in mine, I'll put it in my own. I don't have to inflict my spiciness on anybody else.
That's the nice thing about making it yourself, though, right? Like, you can split it and add hot sauce to one side and not the other.
You see why I love her, folks? You see that right there? Exactly. And the last thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to taste. Oh, give me a moment here. It's wonderful. It has all of the tanginess that you'd want to have from the lemon juice. Also, the capers give it some of that tanginess too. The yogurt brings that through as well. You'll notice that I didn't add any salt. I actually don't think it needs any salt. The Worcestershire sauce is quite salty. I will add some fresh black pepper for two reasons. One, I love the taste. Two, I love the taste. Okay, it's the same reason, but and also, you know, there always is a certain drama to that pepper mill and bring it to the table and cracking using fresh black pepper. Again, fresh ground ingredients, whether it's the Parmesan cheese or the black pepper, will only enhance the flavor of the dish. And I want the people who watch my videos to eat as well as they possibly can. So I'm going to give this one more taste using a different finger. Yes, I did lick the spoon and put it back in. I'm going to eat it. Will's going to eat it. We both know what's in my mouth, and we're both okay with that. I think this is pretty fantastic, actually. You want to give us a taste?
Sure. I will definitely come up and give it a taste.
Well, let me class me from our studio audience. That's you.
Oh, that's lovely. It's
Hey, Jana's here. Hey, Jana.
Are the capers chewy?
What would you say? How would you answer Jana? Are the capers chewy, or do they disappear?
Like, if you don't cut them up, they're gonna show up.
Good call. So if I were to leave the capers whole, then yes, you would. Jana's exactly right. They would have to be something that you chewed on, and it would make the dressing a little bit different texture-wise. I did take a couple of moments and cut up my capers before we started the demo today. So that's a really terrific point, and I appreciate her chiming in.
Yeah, and if you wanted it a little bit thicker, because our Caesar's like, it's not a creamy Caesar, what could you do to thicken it up? Like, is it the mayonnaise that we use?
So our mayonnaise is a little bit, because it was made a couple of weeks ago, probably a few weeks ago at this stage, it has lost some of its body. And if we were to have made either use a store-bought mayonnaise or made a fresh batch of the mayonnaise this morning, we would have had a more body to it. Same with the yogurt. Yogurt will add some thickness. What I'll give you a couple pro tips with your Caesar salad. Number one, always make sure you're dealing with dry lettuce. Wet lettuce will only make your dressing not stick to the lettuce itself and will only amplify that thin dressing problem. Number two, add the croutons before you add the dressing so that the croutons absorb some of the dressing, and that makes them little pockets of wonderful bursting flavor with the dressing, as opposed to very crunchy, break your teeth elements of the salad that pretty much the only people who like will be your dentist. Number three, as I say, always use real bacon bits as much as you possibly can. Finish with some Parmesan cheese and have some fresh lemon on the ready too, in case people want some of that, and a flourish of your black pepper, right? Make it rain, black pepper. That's kind of my.
That's our 11-minute 30-second Thursday.
Hey, 30-second Thursday plus 11 minutes, brought to you by the fine folks at Kaplansky's Deli. Thanks for chiming in, people. Thanks for being part of this. Father's Day is June 21st. Remember your dads and love your dads. I love my dad. I wish he was here with me so that he could make me his own world-famous Caesar salad dressing. Wilf Kaplan's world-famous, plus that tandoori chicken that I referred to earlier. I remember asking him to make that for me for my birthday just a couple of years ago at our cottage. And if you can, celebrate with Dad. If you can't, show him you love him in some other way. We love you for paying attention and for being part of this, and for your comments, your likes, your friendship. And we're going to bring Sandwich Saturday to you. We've been talking about Matt Hansen and his Cubano for a while. I'm hoping Matt's going to work with us on this one this Saturday. If not, we'll figure something else out. Maybe, we talk about a Cristo as well. Maybe a Monte Cristo. Zane Kaplansky, Willa Bradshaw.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.